A Working Team, written by Beatriz Kossler. Joe's a 13-year-old boy. Last year, his parents gave him a lovely puppy for his birthday. Molly and Joe have become best friends, and Molly loves her new family. Molly's a Jack Russell Terrier. She's affectionate and energetic. She's become a good biking companion for Joe. She's also very clever and can do all sorts of neat tricks, like roll over, walk on her hind legs, and turn in a circle. She'll do anything for a treat. During this summer vacation, Joe's working as a paperboy. He and Molly deliver newspaper in the neighborhood, mostly to elderly people who still prefer print newspapers. To their enjoyment, the dog carries the plastic bag encased newspaper in her mouth and gives it to them in exchange for a biscuit. Mr. Swan often gives Molly a Chinese butter cookie, and once she gave Molly a fortune cookie. Senor Perez, who's Peruvian, gives her special dog cookies, which he makes himself, and has always got a dog bowl of fresh water for her. When Molly reaches his house, she's always thirsty. But it's Dr. Hoffman's house, which she loves the most. Firstly, because he's got a pet cat who's become Molly's great friend. The cat always comes to greet Molly through its pet door. Secondly, because Dr. Hoffman's German biscuits are the most delicious. But 2 weeks ago, Molly had to do without his biscuits. This is what happened. The last stop on Joe's usual paper route was the doctor's house. Joe sent Molly to the doctor's back door, but he soon noticed that it was taking her much longer than normal to come back. He started walking towards the house. As he got closer, he heard the cat. She was sitting outside the back door, meowing, and smoke was coming out from underneath it. Joe peeped through the kitchen window. He saw Dr. Hoffman on the floor, probably unconscious. What to do? He pulled the door knob, but it was locked from the outside. He could break the window, but the glass would fall on the doctor's body. There was more and more smoke in the kitchen. Then, all at once, Molly made a run for it. Joe tried to grab her collar, but it was too late. She had already slipped through the pet door. Once inside, Molly jumped up at the door and, standing on her two hind legs, pulled the handle down with her paw. The door opened. What a smart dog, thought Joe, and he ran inside and dragged Dr. Hoffman out to safety. By the time the ambulance crew and fire department arrived, Dr. Hoffman had already regained consciousness, but they still took him to hospital to be checked over. Joe went home to tell his parents all about his day and how clever Molly was. A few days later, Joe received a call from the mayor's office. He invited Joe and Molly to attend the annual Act of Bravery ceremony to receive an award. Finally, the day had arrived. Joe and Molly walked up the steps onto stage. At the town hall, the mayor and the chief were there to give them their awards. Joe listened carefully as the chief firefighter called Joe and Molly an amazing working team. The mayor congratulated them both on their bravery, adding that they had set an example to the community. Was Molly listening? No, she was eating German biscuits from the doctor's hand.